The first day of work. Early that morning, Ted is having breakfast and talking to his mother while making himself a sandwich and packing some fruit for lunch. He shares with his mother that the email his supervisor sent was very helpful and he will use it as an icebreaker and ask his supervisor many questions. Ted arrives at Medtronic. Once parked, he enters the lobby, talks to security. He waits a few minutes and his supervisor comes to greet him. Before walking up to his desk, Shannon, Ted's new supervisor, gives him a brief tour of the facilities. Entering the lobby, they pass by the Center of Education Museum, and he asks if he could come see it later during his break. Shannon thinks it's important and it's a good thing he asks, so she's happy to take him there. She walks him through the history of diabetes products. In 1979, Alfred E. Mann, then CEO of Pacesetter Systems, becomes interested in creating an insulin pump after a conversation he had about the severity of heart problems due to diabetes with a cardiologist at the University of Alabama. In 1983, Minimed introduces the first insulin pump, the Minimed 502. 5 years later, the first infusion set to replace the metal needle with a soft, flexible cannula was introduced, called SoftSet, representing the maturation of insulin pump therapy and the company's ability to prioritize customer comfort. Then, in 1992, the Minimed 506 insulin pump followed with a major redesign in its programming, electronics and mechanics, delivering advanced features such as meal bolus memory and daily insulin totals. By the end of the 20th century, they introduced the Minimed 508 insulin pump, with new features such as remote programming capabilities to administer or suspend insulin delivery, the ability to program multiple patient-specific delivery patterns, a low-volume alert, optional vibrate mode, and child block. In 2001, Medtronic acquires Minimed and Medical Research Group, which combined to create Medtronic Minimed Incorporated, which is headquartered in Northridge, California. Also in 2001, the QuickSet infusion set is unveiled, offering features of existing infusion sets into one product with a 90-degree soft cannula and a virtually painless insertion device with just the touch of a button. 3 years later, in 2004, the FDA approves the Guardian Continuous Glucose Monitoring, or CGM system, a medical device designed to notify diabetes patients from potentially dangerous high and low glucose fluctuations by sounding an alarm. Also in 2004, the CareLink Therapy Management System for Diabetes is introduced, providing people with diabetes with free, secure, web-based software that allows them to identify trends from information downloaded from their insulin pumps. A year after that, the FDA also approves the Guardian Real-Time CGM system. This patient-use CGM system displays updated real-time glucose values every 5 minutes and sounds an alarm when sensor glucose levels become too high or too low, helping people with diabetes who desire better glucose control. Now moving on to 2006, the Minimed Paradigm Real-Time System Insulin Pump and CGM system becomes the first diabetes management integrated system and a major step toward the development of a closed-loop insulin delivery system, or artificial pancreas, that may one day mimic some functions of the human pancreas. This system was indicated for adult patients. A year after that, in 2007, the FDA approves the real-time CGM device for children and teenagers ages 7 to 17, which was previously only indicated for adults. Then came the iPro CGM, a system for professional use. This CGM system allows healthcare professionals to uncover glucose patterns and trends that often go undetected with fingerstick and A1C testing alone. 2009. MiniMed Veo system is used in more than 50 countries outside of the United States. This system is the world's first with low glucose suspend, a feature that automatically stops insulin delivery when sensor glucose levels hit a preset low threshold. Shannon mentions that, as part of his welcome package and training, he will have the opportunity to learn more at how all these products interact with each other and even links to what is diabetes. As technology evolved, insulin pump technology got better and better. Shannon continues to explain. Like the artificial pancreas device system with threshold suspend automation with the MiniMed 530G with Enlite. And Medtronic didn't stop there. In 2014, receives regulatory approval of the MiniMed 620G system in Japan, the country's first insulin pump with built-in continuous glucose monitoring system, or CGM. The pump is also the first one in Japanese language. And in 2015, the MiniMed 640G system, a new insulin pump design with a simple user interface, full color screen, remote bolus, and is waterproof. Then came the MiniMed 630G system with SmartGuard technology, which was approved for use of 16 years of age and older. The 670G launched in spring of 2017 in the US, bringing the first system to automate basal insulin delivery, increasing insulin delivery when glucose is going high and decreasing insulin delivery when glucose is going low. Users still have to bolus for meals, but the system automates basal insulin delivery and targets a set blood glucose of 120 milligrams per deciliter, which is particularly effective for improving overnight blood sugars and reduced lows. The 670G was approved for ages 14 and over. As they keep walking towards Ted's desk, Shannon shares that the most recent advance in insulin pump technology, the MiniMed 770G system, automatically adjusts background insulin every 5 minutes. Using real-time glucose readings, the system is able to calculate a personalized amount of insulin to deliver based on the user needs. The system also connects directly with a smartphone, allowing the user to view sugar trends and insulin delivery on the go, easily track sugar levels, and get notified on the phone if the user is going high or low.